Just one excessive cash withdrawal this May could cost you both your safety and your hard-earned money. Welcome to our channel. Today, we are going to uncover a surprising truth: why the habit of withdrawing too much cash every day during May can pose such serious risks. Is it simply enough to withdraw less money? Or are there even more important psychological, financial, and safety factors that we must understand? Before we get started, please leave a positive affirmation in the comments below as a commitment to attract good things into your life. For example, I always protect my finances smartly and safely, or any other wish that resonates with you. And do not forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel, so you will not miss any valuable content like this. Let us work together to create a positive, vibrant environment for healthier and safer living every single day. So why is the habit of withdrawing large amounts of cash particularly dangerous for people over 60 years old? Let me explain right now. Withdrawing cash every day may seem like a simple action to maintain control over your finances, but for those over 60 years old, this habit carries serious risks that cannot be overlooked. If not addressed in time, the consequences could directly impact your safety, mental health, and long-term well-being. First, increased risk of scams and theft. Frequent cash withdrawals, especially in large amounts, unintentionally make you an ideal target in the eyes of wrongdoers. For pickpockets, scammers, and robbers, the image of an older person carrying a lot of cash is an opportunity they cannot pass up. They know that older individuals often have weaker physical health, slower reflexes, and more limited self-defense abilities compared to younger people. In fact, there have been countless heartbreaking incidents that happened just moments after seniors withdrew cash from the bank or from an automated teller machine. It only takes a small lapse in caution, like letting a cash envelope show counting money out in public, or simply not paying enough attention to the people around you for criminals to seize the opportunity. Sometimes they pretend to ask for directions, offer to help, or act like kind strangers, all just to get close enough to steal your valuables in the blink of an eye. What is particularly concerning is that when you carry a large amount of cash, the financial loss in case of an incident can be devastating. Unlike bank cards or e-wallets, which can be quickly locked if stolen, cash once lost is almost impossible to recover, and the damage goes beyond financial loss. It leaves deep psychological scars, including feelings of insecurity, vulnerability, and even fear every time you have to go out to handle transactions. Second, loss due to personal carelessness, forgetting, or dropping money. Not only do seniors face external risks like theft, but they also encounter another equally serious danger: the natural decline in memory and focus. At this age, neurological changes are inevitable. Short-term memory starts to decline, reflexes slow down, and problem-solving abilities are no longer as sharp as they once were. As a result, incidents like forgetting wallets, leaving money at the checkout counter, dropping cash on the street, or storing money in unsafe places happen far more often than they do among younger individuals. All it takes is a brief moment of distraction while packing groceries at the supermarket, or getting caught up in a conversation and forgetting to zip up your handbag, and the savings you worked so hard to accumulate over an entire month could disappear into thin air in just an instant. Sadly, in most cases, that money is nearly impossible to recover because there are no witnesses, no way to trace it, and sometimes not even a clear understanding of when or where the incident occurred. However, the consequences are not limited to financial loss. After such incidents, older individuals often suffer heavy emotional pressure. Feelings of regret, self-blame, and sadness over their own carelessness quietly gnaw at their spirit. Many become overly anxious, lose confidence when going out, and even develop a fear of handling financial transactions due to the trauma they experienced. In the long term, the accumulation of psychological stress can negatively impact overall health, increasing the risk of stress-related illnesses such as high blood pressure, deeper memory decline, insomnia, and nervous exhaustion. Third difficulty: managing personal spending. One of the most obvious yet often overlooked consequences of withdrawing cash too frequently is the loss of control over personal spending. When you constantly have a large amount of cash in your wallet, your spending habits can easily become more relaxed without you even realizing it. we tend to spend money more freely when we feel that there is plenty of money left. A cute little decoration at the supermarket, a more lavish meal than you had planned, or an unexpected promotional sale. All of these can prompt you to open your wallet and spend without a second thought. Each of these purchases may seem insignificant, but when added up day by day, week by week, the money you intended to last for the entire month could disappear much faster than you expected. Emotional spending is a very common trap. When we see something we like, we often convince ourselves with thoughts like, "I deserve to treat myself," or "It is on sale now. I should grab it before it is too late." When cash is always readily available, the barrier to spending nearly vanishes, leading to impulsive and careless financial habits. On the other hand, when you deliberately control the amount of cash you carry, only bringing enough for essential needs, you force yourself to think more carefully before making a purchase. Is this item really necessary? Or, if I buy this, will I have enough left for other expenses? This careful consideration helps build healthy financial habits, paving the way for long-term stability. Effective personal finance management always relies on two key elements: clear planning and strict control. The habit of frequent cash withdrawals and carrying large sums of money quietly undermines both. It shatters. Spending plans leads to financial insecurity, psychological stress, and over time even lowers the overall quality of life. Fourth, loss of financial security. When spending spirals out of control and money flies out of your hands every day, the first and most obvious consequence is the loss of financial security. A bank account that was supposed to be a safety net for emergencies suddenly becomes empty. A wallet that once felt full every time you went out now holds only a few scattered bills. The unsettling feeling of scrambling through small amounts of money just to cover daily expenses gradually becomes a constant source of anxiety. For older adults, this consequence is not just about material loss, but also leaves deep emotional scars. Financial shortages bring about anxiety and insecurity, accompanied by a constant fear of not having enough money when it comes time to pay for basic necessities like medicine, food, or utilities. The sense of financial instability causes mental health to decline rapidly. When you no longer feel capable of managing your own life, it becomes easy to lose confidence, feel weak and dependent, and even blame yourself for not managing your finances better in the past. If this situation persists, it can quietly lead to even more serious consequences. Negative emotions like disappointment and sadness potentially evolving into mild depression. Social interactions may also decrease due to feelings of shame or inadequacy. From a once peaceful and joyful life, seniors may find themselves trapped in a cycle of worry with no clear way out. The saddest part is that many people do not realize that it all starts with a small habit: spending without planning and withdrawing cash too frequently. What seems like a harmless act quietly erodes financial security and disrupts the peace that should characterize the golden years of life. Recognizing these consequences, how can we protect our finances this May? To better safeguard your finances, this May building smart habits is absolutely essential. Here are some simple yet incredibly effective tips that you can start applying today. First, limit the number of cash withdrawals. In modern life, daily spending may seem completely normal, but for those who have passed the age of 60, every financial decision needs to be considered much more carefully. Instead of withdrawing cash daily out of habit, train yourself to adopt a smarter financial management method. Plan your spending for the entire week or even for the entire month. Start by setting aside a quiet evening to think and write down all your essential daily expenses: food, electricity, and water bills, medication, and fixed living expenses. All should be clearly listed. Then calculate the total amount needed and withdraw only that amount. This might take some time at first, but once it becomes a habit, you will find it incredibly simple and it will bring you absolute peace of mind. By withdrawing cash according to a plan, you will significantly reduce the risk of carrying too much money when going out. No more thick wallets making you a tempting target for criminals. No more anxiety every time you step into crowded places. You will feel safer and more confident when going out without worrying about the amount of money you are carrying. Moreover, budgeting helps you manage your finances more effectively than ever. When you know exactly where every dollar is going, it is easier to avoid unnecessary spending and impulsive purchases made just because something is convenient or looks nice. A pricey cup of coffee or a small decorative item. These seemingly minor expenses, if left unchecked, can slowly erode the savings you worked so hard to build. Additionally, financial planning helps you maintain a sense of financial security, a feeling that is extremely important for older adults. When you know you have enough money to meet your needs throughout the week or month without worrying about shortages, you will experience greater peace of mind, and your mental health will noticeably improve. Feeling in control of your finances is one of the keys to helping seniors live healthier, more independent, and more active lives. Second, prioritize using credit or debit cards and e-wallets for safer transactions. In today's world, where technology is advancing rapidly, paying with credit cards, debit cards, or e-wallets has become a smarter and safer choice than ever before, especially for older adults. This is not only a modern trend, but also a practical way to protect your assets. Using a card or an e-wallet allows you to complete transactions quickly, smoothly, and conveniently. Instead of counting cash, handing over money, and waiting for change, you can complete the entire process in just a few seconds with a simple swipe or QR code scan, especially in crowded environments like supermarkets and shopping malls. Cashless payments help you shorten waiting times and avoid attracting unnecessary attention from curious eyes. Additionally, every transaction made with a card or e-wallet is clearly recorded in your transaction history. You can easily track every expense from a small morning coffee to monthly utility bills. This makes managing your finances much more transparent and precise compared to using cash, which often disappears without leaving any trace. Another major advantage is that many banks and e-wallet providers frequently offer attractive promotions, such as cashback reward points and direct discounts, benefits that cash transactions cannot provide. For older adults, these small savings can add up over time, turning into a substantial amount that helps ease monthly financial burdens. Using cards or e-wallets does not mean giving up cash entirely, but rather choosing the right payment method for each situation, prioritizing safety and convenience. By adopting this habit, you are not only keeping up with the pace of modern life, but also building a stronger, safer, and smarter personal financial system day by day. Third, use online banking services to manage your account. The world is changing rapidly, and if we do not keep up with technological advances, we risk missing out on many amazing benefits. One of the most important changes, especially for those over 60 years old, is using online banking to manage personal finances, a simple, convenient tool that provides tremendous security for your money. Today, most major banks have developed user-friendly mobile applications. These apps feature simple interfaces, large, clear text, and are designed to be easy to understand and use even for those with little technological experience. With just a few simple steps, you can access your bank account, and from there, every financial activity is right at your fingertips. With just a smartphone or tablet connected to the internet, you can check your account balance anytime, anywhere. Need to transfer money to your children or grandchildren? Just a few taps, and it is done. Need to pay electricity, water, or cable bills? It takes less than a minute. You can even open savings accounts or create sub-accounts for better money management, all from the banking app without ever leaving your home. The biggest benefit of using online banking is that it greatly reduces the risk of losing money by carrying cash around. You no longer need to stand in long lines at the bank, worry about taking long trips just to find an automated teller machine, or feel anxious about being followed after withdrawing a large amount of money. Now every transaction can be completed safely and comfortably within the privacy of your own home. In terms of security, today's banking apps are equipped with the most advanced technologies. Each login or transaction requires multiple layers of authentication, login passwords, one-time passwords, one-true pairing sent directly to your phone, and even fingerprint or facial recognition. Even if you lose your phone or tablet, others cannot easily access your account without the necessary security credentials. Another undeniable advantage is clear and transparent expense management. Every transaction you make through the app is recorded in your history. You can easily review all income and expenses, detect any irregularities, and make timely adjustments. This helps you stay in control of your cash flow and avoid unnecessary spending or unexpected financial risks. Fourth, divide your cash withdrawals into smaller amounts instead of withdrawing a large sum at once. Although electronic payments are becoming increasingly popular in many situations, using cash is still necessary, especially for daily needs such as shopping at local markets, paying for small service jobs, or simply out of traditional spending habits. However, to ensure absolute safety when carrying cash, one extremely important strategy you should apply is to divide the cash you need into smaller portions. Instead of withdrawing a large sum for the entire month, such as $2,000, and carrying it all in your wallet, consider withdrawing smaller amounts like $500 or $1,000 at a time. You can always withdraw more when needed, avoiding the risk of concentrating all your assets in one place. This is a basic yet highly effective principle to minimize losses in case of any unfortunate incidents. Dividing your cash also provides an excellent way to better safeguard your money against unexpected risks. Instead of keeping all your cash in one place, it is wise to distribute it among different safe spots. Keep a small amount in your wallet for quick access, another portion discreetly tucked into an inner chest pocket, and some safely hidden in a separate secure compartment of your handbag or backpack. By spreading out your cash, even if you are unfortunately targeted by a pickpocket or accidentally drop your wallet, you will still have a reserve fund available to handle the situation without falling into panic or distress. This strategy not only preserves your financial security, but also grants you greater peace of mind whenever you are out and about. Beyond just protecting against loss, the practice of dividing your cash also greatly enhances your ability to manage daily spending. When you carry only the amount you actually need for a specific day or a few days, you naturally become more cautious and deliberate about every purchase you make. This self-imposed limit encourages more mindful consumption, helping you prioritize essential needs over impulsive desires. Over time, such a habit becomes a powerful tool for preserving financial stability in the long term, which is especially crucial as we grow older and our ability to generate income steadily declines. Old age should be a chapter of life where we enjoy the rewards of decades of hard work, experiencing true peace, feeling secure, and achieving solid financial stability. Sadly, small habits that seem harmless, like withdrawing excessive amounts of cash every day, can quietly introduce significant risks that jeopardize both financial well-being and mental health for older adults. By recognizing and addressing these habits early, we give ourselves the opportunity to live the retirement years we truly deserve, calm, safe, and full of dignity. We have now walked through real-world analyses of various risks, from theft, personal negligence, and uncontrolled spending, to the heavy psychological pressure these issues can cause. Each point underscores a vital message. With just a small change in the habit of withdrawing money, we can build a solid layer of protection for ourselves, safeguarding both our assets and our peace of mind for the years ahead. Let us start with simple steps. Create a clear spending plan, limit excessive cash withdrawals, prioritize card and e-wallet payments, use online banking services, and most importantly, always actively and wisely control the flow of your money. Before we wrap up, please leave a positive affirmation in the comments section as a commitment to yourself. For example, I manage my finances safely and smartly, or any other positive declaration that resonates with you. And do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you will not miss out on more valuable content like this. Let us work together to build a modern, independent, resilient senior community that is always full of positive energy.